Listen closely, for I will begin with a paradox sharpened by the centuries. If you reveal your entire self to the world will take it from you. Not all at once, not with violence. More often, with quiet hands and unspoken expectations, the gentle theft born from human nature's hunger to categorize, claim, or control whatever it believes it fully understands. You think you want to be seen, you think you want to be known, but total visibility is a prison with glass walls. I, Niccolo, learned this in courts, where a smile could be a dagger and a compliment a snare. Yet the lesson is not confined to palaces. You, living in your age of endless mirrors, face the same danger. The mistaken belief that exposing everything makes you honest, or noble, or safe. No. When others believe they have seen the entirety of you, they cease to wonder, they cease to fear, they cease to respect the mystery that guards your inner sovereignty. And once the mystery is gone, your life becomes a map they assume they can navigate even when they have no right to walk those paths. Understand this: human beings do not respond to transparency with gratitude. They respond with entitlement. Reveal too much, and they believe they possess you. Reveal nothing, and they imagine demons in your silence. But reveal just enough, and you retain the throne of your own story. This is not deceit. This is dignity. A candle does not owe the room its entire flame. It offers light, not its core. The sun touches your skin but hides its inferno. Even the sea, immense as it is, keeps its deepest creatures beyond sight. Why then should you, a far more fragile being, imagine that complete exposure is virtue? I speak not of deception but of discernment. There is a difference between hiding and withholding. Hiding is born of fear. Withholding is born of wisdom. One shrinks from the world, the other commands it. You think people crave your authenticity. They say this. They insist upon it, yet what they actually seek is enough of your truth to feel connected, but not so much that they must confront the forces within you that they cannot predict, cannot master, cannot explain. For unpredictability is power, and power is simply the art of not placing your entire soul upon the table where anyone may touch it with unwashed hands. Pause with me here, for we are only just beginning. There are deeper chambers to this truth, darker and more luminous at once, places where the self fractures, reforms, and learns the sacred craft of selective revelation. Let us walk there next, slowly. Come closer, for the next chamber of this teaching requires a quieter voice. You believe that showing all of who you are will grant intimacy, but the opposite is often true. When someone sees too much of you too quickly, they no longer witness a person. They witness a landscape, a vast, intimidating terrain they cannot cross. And when a terrain is too open, too unguarded, the traveler grows careless. They trample. They claim what is not theirs. They assume the land exists for their footsteps. This is the first tragedy of overexposure. People do not cherish what has no boundaries. Consider the garden. It blooms not because it reveals everything, but because it is tended, enclosed, protected. A wild field may be beautiful, yes, but beauty without structure invites trespass. And those who wander in without understanding the soil will uproot without knowing the cost. So, too, with the garden of your inner life. Let me tell you a small story. Once, in Florence, I watched a young nobleman boast of his ambitions to every ear that would listen. He believed that by declaring his dreams openly, he would inspire admiration. Instead, he inspired envy, suspicion, and sabotage. His words became ropes that others used to pull him to the ground, not because he spoke falsely, but because he spoke fully, forgetting that every truth you share becomes a tool in someone else's hand. A single vulnerability revealed at the right time can disarm hostility, but a multitude revealed at all times invites disaster. Now, why is this so? Because humans are not gods. they cannot carry the entire weight of another's being. When you offer them the full tapestry of your fears, desires, contradictions, wounds, and hopes, they will not admire the richness. They will panic at the complexity. They will search for the simplest thread with which to define and limit you. And once defined, you become predictable. And once predictable, you become manageable. And once manageable, you cease to be a force. This is the second tragedy of overexposure. Your depths become flattened into something others can use, dismiss, or control. Tell me, have you ever offered someone the truth of your heart, only to watch them reduce it to a single moment, a single flaw, a single sentence you spoke in exhaustion? Have you noticed how quickly a human mind chooses simplicity over accuracy? This is why you must guard certain parts of yourself, not with walls, but with thresholds. A threshold invites entry, but only for those who have earned the right to cross. And there is more to learn about this earning. Let us continue. Let us step further. For now, we approach the heart of the matter, the art of discerning who deserves which version of you. Do not be deceived. Not every soul is meant to witness your storms. Some are too fragile, some too self-interested, some simply too careless to hold what is precious without dropping it. And yet, many of you offer your whole being to anyone who knocks, believing openness proves goodness. It does not. Goodness is a flame. Openness is the lantern that protects it. Show the flame without the lantern, and the wind will do what wind always does. Think of the river. It moves freely, but it does not reveal its source to every wanderer. The casual traveler may drink from it, bathe in it, admire its shimmering surface, but only those who journey inward, climbing rocks, braving forests, following subtle clues, discover where the water is born. And once they do, they understand the river with reverence. Your inner world should be like that river, visible enough to nourish, hidden enough to remain sacred. I have observed something across my lifetime. People do not value what pours too easily from another. They value what requires patience, presence, and curiosity to discover. This is not cynicism. It is simply human nature. Even love, in its most tender form, deepens not through exposure, but through unfolding. Too much too quickly suffocates. Too little for too long starves. Wisdom lies in the rhythm. You must become the keeper of that rhythm. Let me place another image in your hands. Imagine you are a grand palace, not in the sense of wealth or ego, but in the architecture of your spirit. The palace has many rooms, a hall of memories, a chamber of wounds, corridors of desire, a balcony of dreams. Some rooms are open to the public, bright and adorned. Others are intimate, meant only for the rare guest who has proven capable of honor. And then there are the hidden rooms, the vaults, the sanctuaries, the secret staircases. These belong to you alone. If you throw open every door, you invite thieves, mockery, and misunderstanding. If you close every door, you live in isolation, fearing every footstep. But if you choose with care, if you open one door at a time, guided by intuition rather than desperation, then you maintain both your privacy and your power, your warmth and your sovereignty. I tell you this, not all who enter your life are architects. Some are vandals, though they smile. Some are travelers seeking shelter, though they speak of love. Some are empty rooms looking for furniture, hoping you will fill them. Reveal wisely. For when you allow someone into a chamber they are not mature enough to inhabit, they will damage what they do not understand. And we have still farther to go, deeper into the subtleties of this art. Now listen, for the next truth is quieter but sharper. People treat you according to the part of you they can see, not the part you believe they should understand. It is a harsh rule, but a reliable one. Show them only your competence, and they will come to you for solutions, but never for comfort. Show them only your tenderness, and they will confide in you endlessly, while forgetting you also have needs. Show them only your hunger, but protected. You walk through the world with intention, revealing only what deepens. But rarely can they hold the full weight of it. They may want transparency, but only until it reveals something that challenges their illusions. They may want closeness, but not at the cost of their comfort. Therefore, your task is not to bare your soul recklessly. Your task is to reveal enough truth for intimacy and enough mystery for resilience. You must curate your presence. And I do not speak of manipulation, though some will accuse you of it simply because they cannot distinguish your restraint from their projections. No, what I speak of is sovereignty, the right to choose what parts of yourself are offered to the world, and what parts remain untouched by public hands. Even love, the most sacred of bonds, becomes stronger when both people retain a private interior, a realm untouched, a sanctuary each keeps alive. Without this, love collapses into neediness, expectation, or disillusionment. Now, let us step into an even finer nuance, the way your concealed depths influence how power flows through your life, not merely in ambition, but in the quiet governance of your own peace. Power, you see, is not merely the ability to command armies or influence crowds. Power begins with the mastery of your inner borders, the unseen lines that separate what is shared from what must remain sovereign. When you understand this, you discover a truth most overlook. What you withhold becomes the source of your strength. Your silence shapes how others move around you. Your restraint makes your presence heavier, more deliberate, more enigmatic. Your unseen depths become a force that others feel, even when they cannot name it. People sense when a person carries a private realm within them. They tread more carefully around those who are not fully deciphered. They hesitate before overstepping. They listen more attentively, for mystery makes every word more valuable. The one who reveals everything quickly becomes background noise. The one who reveals selectively becomes a signal. There is a quality subtle but unmistakable that emerges from someone who does not spill their emotions onto every surface. It is the quality of command, not domination, but gravity. Such a person does not need to demand respect. The room rearranges itself around them. You must understand what creates this gravity. It is not coldness. It is not distance. It is containment, the quiet knowing that you do not belong to every gaze, every question, every expectation placed upon you. I will give you an example from my own life, though I speak it with caution. There were moments when my silence accomplished more than months of argument, not because I was hiding, but because I allowed others to reveal themselves in the space my silence created. When someone explains too much, they shield others from exposing their intentions. But when you speak sparingly, you become a mirror. Others fill the emptiness with their desires, their fears, their schemes. This is why revealing too much makes you weak. It removes the silence in which others betray themselves. A man who speaks constantly gives away both his strategy and his insecurities. A woman who narrates every emotion gives others the tools to manipulate her heart. A leader who exposes every doubt invites opportunists to step forward. But the one who holds certain truths close, they move through the world with a quiet sovereignty that cannot be faked. And yet, do not misunderstand me. You must never confuse guardedness with isolation. The purpose of withholding is not to shrink away from life. It is to meet life on your own terms. It is to choose who receives the privilege of your inner truth. For privilege it is. Now let us proceed to the most delicate realm of all the influence this art has on love, longing, and the strange dance between intimacy and independence. Ah, love. Here the lesson becomes most subtle, for love is the realm where many abandon their wisdom in the name of devotion. They imagine that to love is to offer themselves entirely, to unveil every wound and whisper, to become transparent as air. But air, though necessary for life, is taken for granted precisely because it is everywhere and seen nowhere. Do not let your heart become air. Love demands depth, yes, but not exposure. Intimacy thrives on trust, not on the dismantling of every inner wall. Those who insist on seeing all of you are not asking for closeness. They are asking for control. They believe that if they can enter every hidden corridor of your soul, they will never be surprised, never threatened, never abandoned. But a love built on surveillance is merely fear masquerading as devotion. Understand this. Reveal only what aligns with your chosen direction. Every truth you speak becomes a step you must walk. Choose truths that support your path, not ones that scatter it. 3. Let your silence do some of the speaking. Silence is not emptiness. It is presence. It forces others to lean in, to listen, to wonder. Mystery, when authentic, is not a game. paradoxes they lead here, to this gentle and unadorned truth. You are not meant to be entirely not as a shield of fear, though it offers safety, but as an act of inner loyalty, loyalty to the parts of you still becoming. Let this be your quiet vow. I will not shrink from the world, nor will I offer myself to it in pieces I have not chosen. I will not harden into secrecy, nor dissolve into exposure. I will remain whole by remaining mysterious in the places where mystery nourishes me. And now, we descend into the closing breath, not a conclusion, but an awakening. The final whisper that reminds you not only how to live unseen, but how to live fully. Without it, passion dissolves into dependency, admiration fades into familiarity, and devotion suffocates under the weight of too much knowing. You must let love discover you in layers, not as a performance, not as manipulation, but as the natural rhythm of unveiling, like a dawn that slowly reveals the shape of a landscape rather than flooding it all at once. For what is revealed suddenly is consumed quickly. What is revealed slowly is cherished. Think of the lovers who cling too tightly, who speak in endless confessions, who demand total access to every thought. Their love becomes frantic, devouring, and ultimately fragile. They mistake exposure for unity. They mistake possession for safety. Yet the love that endures, the love that grows, is the love that allows mystery to breathe. Lovers who understand this walk beside each other, not as conquerors of each other's soul, but as companions exploring a depth that is never fully exhausted. They do not demand to see the bottom of the other's ocean. They simply learn how to swim in its waters with reverence. And now, let us move into the final turn of this teaching, how the art of withholding shapes not only relationships or power, but your very experience of yourself, your time. They seek acknowledgement, not declaration. They seek understanding from within, not permission from without. They ask to be held, not displayed. And here, in this realization, You reclaim an ancient form of power, the power of self-possession. To possess yourself is the highest form of sovereignty. To be in command of your truth is to be in command of your destiny. To choose what you reveal is to shape how the world receives you. It is not deception to reveal only your polished truths. It is sculpting. It is refinement. It is wisdom earned through the long apprenticeship of being alive. So, let me guide you into the architecture of a new way of living,